How's it going, ladies and gents? Reverend Saint back again, and welcome to another video. Today, what we're going to be talking about is Destiny, but not just exactly, you know, oh, there's a new expansion. I already did that video. That video's old. I want to talk about the idea of it bringing people back to the game, or what the expansion is lacking or has that'll bring people back to the game who have played it before, who enjoyed it before, but maybe have killed it or are just tired of it. What could they possibly do? And I'm going to speak from my personal opinion during this video. So anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and a comment down below and share it with your friends if you guys could. That would be freaking awesome of you. So anyway, let's get into the topic at hand. The new expansion's coming out. They're adding all sorts of stuff, new gear, new missions, new story missions, new raid, new enemies. Kind of, it's more of like a faction of an existing enemy, but they're different in many ways. They have different tactics, different fighting techniques that you have to learn and figure out, and there's a lot of stuff coming into this. It seems like it's not quite as big as Taken King, but it's still a pretty hefty expansion to the game. New area that's based on Earth, new enemies like I mentioned before, a huge mountaintop, which I'm super excited about. But anyway, I've talked about all this before in the previous video after they announced it. But the question is still there. Is it going to bring people back to the game after such a long drought of like no content? We had the April update, we had the spring update, which brought in some stuff, but it wasn't stuff to bring people back, to keep people playing. It was just a little bit of, oh yeah, hey, here's this, yeah, here's this thing, this is cool, you know, you can do this now, that's cool, you know. And that was it, but it was so small, and then there was nothing, and there was nothing before that, and it was just this one thing, and it wasn't enough. It definitely wasn't enough for me, as you guys may have noticed, because I don't play it as often. I kind of want to, like, I want to get ready for the new expansion, but I kind of don't want to as well, because it's the same 50 billion things that I've done so many times before. Even though I love the game, it's just stale right now due to the lack of content. But with this expansion, with how much content's coming with it, same with Taken King, is it enough to bring you back? Because on vanilla, I was done. Like, I was done with it. I consider Crota and House of Wolves vanilla, by the way, because they're not expansions. They're just, hey, here's some stuff, you know. So that's how I felt about those. I was just done. I was done with it. I didn't want to do it. And then Taken King came out, and boom, it grabbed me again. And I played for a very good amount of time. If you guys were around, I did a 24-hour stream for it. I did a bunch of videos on it. It was a lot of fun. But eventually, as time goes, when you run out of content, so you run out of video content, you run out of streaming content, you don't necessarily want to play it all the time. And it just becomes a chore at that point, because you're not playing it for the enjoyment necessarily, you know. Like, there's some people who still enjoy it due to the fact that they've built a community around it, but it's not something that I have done, so I can't really enjoy it in that light. But with this new expansion, not only is it going to add a bunch of new content, so obviously I'm going back, but is it going to bring you back? Is the stuff interesting enough for you guys who have maybe taken a break or haven't been interested in Destiny? Has it piqued your interest? Is it going to bring you back to the game? Are you going to check it out? But also, what they need to do is it's not just this. They need to continue. They need to continually bring in events like SRL. Yeah, bring that back. Obviously we got Iron Banner and Trials, but SRL, Crimson Doubles, but they have to be more often. They can't just be this 1 or 2 week thing, and then we have 3 or 4 months of nothing. You know, there's gotta be stuff there. There's gotta be content there for us to play. I hope they've learned their lesson. I'd like to think they've learned their lesson, because otherwise they gotta know that there's just been a drought. People have been calling it a drought, the year 2 drought. because there's nothing there. There's just nothing. There's been nothing. Obviously now we got this new expansion coming out, but it's still a little bit away from us. And then, but what's going to happen after that? I doubt Destiny 2 is going to come out before the third quarter of next year. It's probably going to be around September, just like the original Destiny was, just like all the expansions have been. It's probably going to be around that time. Are they going to add another expansion, the Shattered Suns expansion that's been rumored for like since the game came out? Are they going to add that? Or are they just going to do these little tiny events just sporadically throughout the year? Because otherwise it's just going to be a repeat of year 2, and their player base is going to drop even more than it already has. And I think they know that. I'd like to think they know that, but I want to see more events. I want to see possibly like special story missions. Maybe they do like a story mission event where they bring even just one, and it's just like that whole week there's a bunch of new story missions that you can go through to maybe tie up some lines or tie in some lore together for the new game or the next expansion or whatever. I'd like to see that. So anyway, that's all I've got to say, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Is it going to bring you back? What would you guys like to see in continuation after this next expansion? What's it going to take for them to bring you back into Destiny? Or are you just going to hold out for Destiny 2, which I think will probably release only on current gen consoles and possibly 60 FPS version on the updated consoles? That's just me. So anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Love to hear from you guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for yet another video. Peace.